What about men's rights? We always speak about women's rights. What about the rights of men? We talk of a uniform civil code in the country in which every Indian citizen will be equal before the law and will face the same laws, regardless of community or sect or religion or any other form of identity. In that case, what about gender-neutral laws? These are fundamental questions. If you say men don't have the same rights as women, then what's the point of having a uniform civil code? We'll have equality on the basis of religion, but if you're a man, you'll have lesser rights than women. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are unfair practices. And the case of a Bengaluru engineer, Atul Subhash, 34-year-old, who has committed suicide alleging extreme harassment by his wife and in-laws, and the misuse of several parts of the law, including the very dangerous, worrisome, and very often misused 498A, has brought into focus a campaign of justice for Atul, where the question is, if a man faces false allegations by his partner or wife or ex-partner or ex-wife, what are his rights? What is his recourse? In this case, all kinds of charges have been put against him. 302, murder. 377, unnatural sex, then later withdrawn by his wife. 498A, the very dangerous 498A, 504, 506, 323. Ladies and gentlemen, all possible cases are filed. And if truth be told, there are hundreds and thousands and lakhs and millions of cases in our country where an aggrieved wife, and I'm not saying a wife is not aggrieved in all cases, but very often an aggrieved wife or her family not just uses the law, but there are many cases where they misuse the law. And when the law is misused, then there are tremendous consequences. And today, the Supreme Court bench of Justice B.V. Nagaratna and N. Koteshwar Singh has noticed and noted the misuse of Section 498A, which is meant to protect women from cruelty. But the Supreme Court has said that the misuse of Section 498A is a very worrisome trend. The exact words of the Supreme Court are, and I quote, "The provision was introduced to address genuine cases of cruelty through swift state intervention, but it cannot be misused as a personal weapon to settle scores." And the court has also noted, and I quote, "Frivolous and generalized complaints can lead to the misuse of the legal provisions, encouraging arm-twisting tactics rather than addressing genuine grievances." Now, my point is, if the Supreme Court knows this, if the high courts know this, if the state governments and central government know this, why are they not doing anything about it? Will they do something about it after there are many more cases, like the case of Atul Subhash? Ladies and gentlemen, the case of Atul Subhash is one case in point, but it has reignited a debate on the mental health of men, on the harassment of men, and legal experts have also weighed in on the debate, saying that now we must address these issues and restore public confidence in our judicial system. Laws which are often contested are often also misused, and we must also find out whether there is some extent of corruption that has entered some levels of the judicial system. And the judicial system of our country, with the greatest of respect to all the judges, must be open to introspection and action on such matters, so that there is no cabal which uses the law to benefit itself.